Hello, welcome to CLSP Politics. Sean Briscoe speaking. So today I thought we would do kind of a check on Trump's approval ratings and what that impact might have on the election moving forward, once we get in November. But more importantly, with this Iran war thing blowing up, what is the price of gas? Because, I did a whole show yesterday on the price of gas and what kind of effect it could have. And I said, well, what does a $130 barrel do to an election? I mean, an off presidential cycle where there's a bunch of Senate seats up for grabs. What does that even look like state by state? So I kind of tackle that too. So that's what you're watching today. It's some polling plus a look at what that impact actually means. So surprise, no surprise anyone's been paying attention. Yeah, Trump's the latest job approval rating for the president is kind of in the gutter. They range between 38 and 43. Uh, Fox News is by far giving the best, but then YouGov is also keeping it pretty real. He's under 40 officially, even if Fox News has him at 43 approval. He's definitely in and around the high 30s. Um, you know, that when you look at the, where the Democrats are, where the Republicans are, it's been like this for a while, right? And then when you look at where the MAGA Republicans, these are Republicans identify themselves as MAGA versus non-MAGA Republicans. There's a 30-point split, 35-point split. We've seen that before. That's something we've looked at and we know exists, and not that has not really changed. I think this area plus where the independents are at negative 30 to negative 40 right now. I think that area is where Trump's going to lose a lot of his votes, because the Democrats, of course, have all, there's not even anyone giving him any kind of measure now. That 5 to 10% has to be the variable, right? There are no more Democrats for Trump. But the independents, he's still, he's negative 40 approval rating with them, which is about half where he is at with Democrats, which is interesting. So on the generic ballot, they're saying that this could be a Dem plus 4 to 6 nationally, right? That means that Trump's crappy numbers are going to bleed over into the ballot, and it should adjust on average nationally. The Dems should get a plus 4 to plus 6 bump. And then I was thinking, well, what happens if gas gets to 130 bucks a barrel, which is what they're talking about? Oil getting to 130 bucks, right? What does that even mean? And I was like, okay, well, what are our big Senate races that are swinging? Well, just the barrel being a buck 30 short for $130. You're looking at huge swings in Michigan and Georgia, North Carolina, Maine, Ohio, Texas, and Alaska. These are all the Senate seats that are in play, right? These are all the swing districts. And then when you add the minus 5% Trump impact on the generic ballot to this, all of a sudden Texas 10 to 12 points plus D. Now, what's interesting about that one, and why I want to highlight Texas in this scenario, is because most of that gerrymandering that the Republicans did, most of that gerrymandering was around a 12-point buffer. So if they had like a 1 or 2 point buffer, they got a 12-point buffer now. That's what we saw up in some of the congressional districts north of Dallas that they changed. They went from a 2 or 3 point, to holy crap, 12 points. That's rough. Well, is it rough? Well, now it's in play. All of these districts are in play. And I think that the GOP is not looking at history. I think they're not looking at the price, what effect the price of gas has on elections, and that this is a Senate level. Can you imagine what the congressional level is going to look like? It's going to be nuts. Like, there might not be a Republican represented in California. That's a very real possibility. There could be blue congressional districts in West Texas. It's a real possibility now. So when I say winter is coming for the GOP, winter is coming. 100%. So God help them if it goes above $130 a barrel, because I'm going to have to recalculate, and there are going to be half a dozen more states in play. Senate seats that we've absolutely no reason winning. It will be insane. And when that day comes, you will definitely see that show. But I think $130 a barrel is about what we can expect. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe. This thought just came to me, and I was like, I haven't done a polling video in a minute, so I thought I would just see what's going on, and it's all just trash. And then when you add the Iran war on top of that, BT dubs, I did not calculate any, long-term war effect, which I've talked about, or if we have a lot of casualties, which I've also talked about. So this plus 10 to 12 in Texas would be a baseline. It's like, it's getting insane. So, wow. Anyway, like and subscribe. These are the places I'm at. If you want to support the work I do on this channel, feel free. I have a PayPal on my YouTube, and you can join my Substack. All right. Talk to you guys later. Bye.